Okay, we're back. It's time to start a new company, which is an origin that I think I've never played before. We're going to give it a proper name this time, so it'll be easy to tell which one it is when we're looking at the list of companies. And I don't really know exactly how this origin looks in terms of the starting bros. I kind of like this one just for daggering down early armor. This feels right to me, but it's a little bit more metal than I feel like the new company vibe is going for. This one is obviously like a Manhunter's coded flag. Titty Mermaid, always an option. This one is really cool, but I want to save it for something else. It feels more appropriate. These ones are Southern. It's like Oath Takers. I'm gonna go with this one. This feels kind of right. I think there's 3 starting bros for this. I'm guessing that it's similar to the tutorial origin and just doesn't have Hoggart. Okay, so Expert, Low, Ironman, Unexplored. Let's go. See what we're working with here. You soak in the cool morning air. As the sun slowly rises, so does a new chapter in your life begin. After years of bloodying your sword for meager pay, you've saved enough crowns to start your very own mercenary company. With you are Adler, Eberhard the Red, and Guntram, with whom you fought before side by side in the shield wall. You are their commander now, the leader of the A New Company. Wow, that's awkward. As you travel the lands, you should hire new men in the villages and cities to fill up your ranks. Many who offer their services will have never picked up a weapon before. Maybe they are desperate, maybe they're greedy for quick spoils of war. Most of them will die on the battlefield. Oh, I don't know about that. Hopefully not. But do not be discouraged. Such is the mercenary life, and the next village will always have new men eagerly looking for a new start in life. The lands are dangerous these times. Robbers and pillagers lay in ambush by the roads. Wild beasts roam the dark forests, and orc tribes are restless beyond the boundaries of civilization. There are rumors even of dark magic being at work, the dead rising from their graves and walking again. There is plenty of opportunity to earn good money, whether by taking on contracts you can find in the villages and cities all over the land, or by venturing out on your own to explore and raid. The men look to you to give a command. They live and die for a new company now. Wow, that's awkward. All right, huzzah! Let's see who we got. Yeah, so far these look exactly the same as the bros you get for the tutorial origin. So who we got? We got Adler, the starting companion, who starts with the spear and shield. Looks like he is a pretty solid, well, a reasonable instance. He low-rolled his fatigue, high-rolled hit points, low-rolled resolve, literally low-rolled, but then he got plus 10 from his trait. Basically low-rolled his melee skill, high-rolled his melee defense. That's fine, we can work with that. Not bad. Here's Eberhard the Red. That's so funny. He's extremely similar to the spear bro that I had in my last campaign. He's also cocky, just like the last one. But this one is athletic. Sexy. So that's actually not particularly relevant on a spear bro, but it doesn't hurt. It never hurts. High-rolled hit points. Unfortunately, low-rolled fatigue, which is not ideal for a spear bro. Kind of low, mid-rolled his resolve. It's fine. Mid-rolled his melee defense and then got -5, obviously. And kind of low-rolled his, mid-rolled his melee skill. So not the best ever, but he's fine. And then we got Guntram here, who's our ranged bro. He low-rolled his range skill, which is the only one that we really care about there. This -5 melee skill and plus damage on a hit to the head, this only applies for melee attacks, I think. Yeah, in melee. High rolled his defenses, which we like a lot. Kind of mid-rolled his hit points, but then he got +10 from tough, which is nice. Mid-rolled fatigue, mid-rolled resolve, mid-rolled initiative. So, yeah, it's fine. Not the most exciting bunch of bros ever, but we can certainly make him work. And guess what? You already know what they're going to do, probably. QH. And Guntrim has pretty miserable range skill, or sorry, melee skill. So I don't know that I even want to make him a hybrid. Kind of just want to make him a thrower. It's unfortunate, like a pure thrower. It's unfortunate that he doesn't have better fatigue. I guess I could say the same for all three of these bros, but they're fine. They'll do. So let's go up to Vardested and see what's going on there. Okay, 2 contracts. Let's take a look at the Tavern Rumors. Okay, look at the contracts. Follow the tracks, perfect. Excellent first contract to take. And escort a caravan about a day to the west. Maybe. We might do that. We'll see. And what else have we got here? A weaponsmith with stuff that we can't actually afford. Although there are a couple stacks of jabs in case we want to pick one of those up. They're expensive, but it's a good option to have. Temple, whatever. Barber. Let's take a look at the bros. We got a day tailor, extremely expensive militia bro, a caravan hand. I'd really like to get 3 bros, or maybe even 4 to do this contract. I suppose technically we could hire this militia bro. He's so expensive though. Doesn't even come with a level. We're paying a lot for this hooked blade, which is kind of a bummer. I don't like that. If we were to hire these guys, we basically would have no money to outfit them. That's funny, there's 2 militia for the exact same price. I didn't even realize. Yeah, this is not ideal. We might have to go somewhere else, hire some bros, and come back to do the contract. And then let's look at what's for sale. Reasonably cheap tools. Stack of jabs for an okay price. We've got some hats. Some knives. A couple shields down here, one that's damaged. Some half-price militia spear, that's pretty nice. Okay, so I'm going to take a picture of this for myself, just so I kind of know what's going on here. And I'm thinking about whether I want to walk to a different town and see what they've got. We're kind of in the northern part of the map. The only way out of this settlement is up and to the left. Yeah, so it's a question of, do we want to try to do this contract with just 5 bros? Do we want to beggar ourselves by hiring 2 of these guys? So let's see, if we actually did it, Conrad plus one of these 2 would be 1220, then 1690. So we'd have 210 crowns left to pay wages and buy equipment. That just doesn't sound very feasible to me. So do we hire and do we buy some stuff, or do we leave? That's tough. I don't really want to do the contract with just 5. That sounds a little bit sketchy. That's not ideal. So do we hire the day tailor? Do we hire the caravan hand before we leave? Comes with a nice fancy dagger, which I like a lot. Day tailor comes with a knife, which is certainly a useful weapon. I think what I'm going to do is hire the day tailor and hire the caravan hand, pick up some basic items from the marketplace, and then head to the next city and see if I can pick up anything else, any more bros basically, to carry some weapons for us. So we'll hire this guy, hire the caravan hand, we'll buy the javs, and we'll probably buy this hat. Am I gonna buy that hat? It's pretty busted up. Do I want to buy like this hat? Tools about 25, so we're effectively paying 65 for that one. This one we're effectively paying like 80 for this hat, which is not great. Okay, I'm gonna buy those things for now. The shield is definitely tempting as well. And we'll outfit the bros once we have a better sense of exactly what we need. Thrower's obviously going in the back. Getting some jabs. Probably this, if we're being realistic. That's most likely all that he's going to get at the beginning of the campaign. And I'll give these guys some starting equipment. Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the new hires. That's funny. Let's look at the new hires. How about that? Okay, Conrad. This is our Daytailer. He's gluttonous, don't care. This is a pretty solid bro. He's got good hit points, he's got good fatigue, he's got decent resolve. 2 stars there. I don't know if that's enough for me to want to make him a banner, though. It starts too low. And he max rolled his melee skill, which is pretty good. We like that. So not bad. And Wenzel here, our caravan hand. 3 hit point talent stars. Kind of low rolled his fatigue. High rolled resolve, which is really good for the early game. Low rolled his melee skill. I rolled his melee defense. The 51 melee skill is really unfortunate, but it's not the worst. We can work with all this stuff. So, not bad. 57. Let's see, who's actually got more? Actually, which of these bros do I care about more? Kind of similar. Could give this to Wenzel for now. Assume he's going to be a puncture bro. Again, this kind of doesn't matter. It's a little premature because we may very well end up getting more bros, getting different equipment, so it's not a big deal, but... Okay, and... do we want to buy an Akaton cap, or a full Akaton cap? Or any of these things? I don't think so. The shield is the most tempting thing, maybe, but... I don't know. Alright, I'm going to buy a hat. We're going to want to put a hat on this guy. And let's move along the road for now. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that contract before I have a full complement of brothers. So let's see if the nearest town is close. I'm hoping that it is. Don't like that this road is taking us further north, though. That's kind of sad. That's unfortunate. Actually, maybe there was an argument for doing the caravan escort, now that I think about it. Oh, is this another settlement already? Oh, that's so good. Great. Love that for us. Looks like this is a terminal stop on the road. Oh, and there's dogs here? Holy cow. Great. Excellent. Okay, more stuff we can't afford at the weaponsmith. More cheap javelins. A brawler. That's a hire on site. Houndmaster, butcher. Dang. I actually really regret hiring the caravan hand now. All these are kind of more exciting. So we're certainly going to hire that brawler. That's 100% for sure. Tools are extremely cheap here. That's good to know. Got some very cheap armors. Another knife. Cheap militia spear. Prices here in general are quite good. Cheap shield. So what do we want to do? I think we're going to hire the brawler. And do I want to hire a I'm going to hire one more bro. Am I going to hire a houndmaster or a butcher? Let's compare the stats, right? I guess the gear is also an important consideration because this guy comes with a pretty good piece of armor on and a net, which is nice. So actually, I don't think I will hire this butcher. I want the butcher for sure, but the gear on these other two bros seems more attractive. But let's compare the stats. 55 to 60 versus 50 to 64. So wider range on hit points for the butcher. 90 to 104 versus 95 to 100. So again, wider range of stats in the Butcher, 35 to 45 resolve, 37 to 45. So very similar resolve. Initiative is a little bit higher on the Houndmaster. Melee skill a bit higher on the Butcher. Butcher can't have ranged talent stars, and the Houndmaster can, and the Houndmaster has better defense, better melee defense. So yeah, they're pretty close to each other, actually. And then, do I want to hire the Houndmaster who has a cap, or the Houndmaster who has a net? Those are both quite attractive things to have in the early game. I like all of that. I think I might get the one with a net. That sounds good. So now we're down to 397. We know we can make 220 from the contract, the follow the tracks contract. Let's see about this guy. Okay, wow, it's really good. He's got excellent hit points with tough, great fatigue, mid-roll resolve. Kind of low-rolled his melee skill, but 2 talent stars, awesome. And defenses are kind of middle of the line. This guy could be a spear bro. Yeah, we like him. He's instantly better than the other hires we got. And then holy cow, look at this guy. Wow, wow. This bro is awesome. Wow. Four melee defense with 3 talent stars. 55 hit points with 2 talent stars, and he's max rolled his fatigue. So this bro could be a tank. This bro could be a fatigue neutral, and he'd be excellent for that. This bro could be an amazing nimble damage bro. God, he's so good. Holy crap. Okay, so yeah, these guys are way better than our other hires, that's for sure. We're gonna give them the good hats. Or the hats, period, maybe I should say. We got 45 hats here for pretty cheap. How are we doing on tools? 30 hats. I would really like to get a good piece of armor for them too, just to make sure they survive that first fight. And maybe I need to pull off these daggers. Does anyone have good range skill? I guess this guy does. Adler does. So we do technically have the crossbow, which we could have. If we were desperate, we could have Adler use the crossbow in this fight instead. I wonder if that's actually better. That would also let us use his good armor on someone else. We could just give him some garbage armor like that. We'll put the worst bros on the outside. Okay, good. And give these promising new hires the good gear. Okay, so what are we gonna do? 57, 53. These guys both have 53 melee skill. Benzel is, I think, my least good brother. Is that right? Or is it this guy? Yeah, they're similar, actually. And do I want to use the woodcutter's axe, or do I just want to use the daggers for this first fight? That's an interesting question. And also, can I afford to hire one more bro, or is that just a bad idea? I guess we need another hat too. Maybe we can't afford to hire another bro. We can just buy this full leather cap. And I'm very tempted to buy the spear as well. Maybe I should buy the knife also. Okay. We're gonna have so many knives. 319. We could buy one more spear. And 53, 59. Who's got more fatigue? This guy's got more fatigue. And then Guntram can have the net. Put this better hat on your boy up front. Put the bandages here. Is that right? Yeah. And is this woodcutter's axe better than just puncturing twice? I don't know. I really don't like the woodcutter's axe that much. Kind of sucks. Interesting. I don't know. I'm honestly not sure which is better, the axe versus the knife. Spear bros. Alright, I'm gonna put Wenzel in the middle. We'll plan to have him tank anyone who needs some tanking. We'll probably put Spear Bros on the outside. Maybe. We'll see. Have to keep in mind, I think one of the most dangerous times in this game for me is when I start a new campaign, but my brain is still in the headspace of like, I'm playing an endgame company that's 120 days old and everyone's a god. It's kind of a difficult mental adjustment, and I need to remember that my bros are not gods, and they can die very, very, very easily. Do I want to buy one more spear just to make this fight go smoother? I kind of want to save the money for bros instead. We should get some weapons. I could also buy a shield. One more shield might not be the worst thing in the world. Alright, we're going to do that. And then we're going to go back. We're going to do that contract. So who's the other bro that I wouldn't mind giving a shield to? Actually, I think what I'm going to do is this. We'll give... No. Give him that. Okay, so we'll put the shield on Ulfert because he's just going to be puncturing in this fight, and so he doesn't even need to have his double grip bonus. That's not a big deal. We'll make Erling a little bit more vulnerable. Conrad and Eberhard. Eberhard we do care about, but I'm going to put him on the outside because his melee skill is so much better, and that's important if he's going to use a spear. Wenzel, we're going to try to basically treat like a fodder bro. Great. Spear. Conrad. He's okay. Thrower. Okay. Alright, I like this squad. Let's go back and take that contract. And we'll keep in mind that there's those cheap tools over there. Alright, follow the tracks, return the lockbox. It's kind of a bummer that this is happening at night, because that means the thrower is going to be nerfed a little bit. But so it goes. Maybe it'll take so long to find them that we won't fight them at night. No, it looks like we're fighting them at night. Okay, we're also fighting them in the mountains, which is kind of annoying too. We've got two ranged brothers. It's the middle of the night right now. Do I want to waste a little bit of time? Do I want to waste a little bit of time to fight them in the daytime when we're not debuffed? I think I actually will, just for this first fight. It's not efficient at all. Okay. Alright. Let's engage. Okay, so obviously we want to claim this high ground. And let's take a quick look at the thugs. So, first off, we got 3 good pieces of armor. This one is pretty high threat though. With his dagger and the shield, he's hard to kill. And if he's spamming punctures on our bros, he can actually kill them very quickly, so he's scary. This guy here with the wooden flail, not nearly as scary. That weapon just isn't all that strong. This guy also scary, and this guy also scary, and they're easier to kill than this one. Because they don't have a shield, and they've got inferior armor. And Pitchfork Bro here is pretty annoying. I'm hoping that we can maybe make use of this high ground and force him to step into low ground in order to attack us, because you can't use reach weapons from 2 hexes down. You have to be only 1 level up or down to use them. And what the hell is going on with this terrain? Oh, it's snow and we're changing elevation. Super annoying. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna wait on this bro. Okay, we'll get this guy up on the high ground and pass immediately. Get him out of the way. They're not going to be able to make it all the way up to here, that's for sure, which is nice. We kind of want to have a spear bro up on that high ground. Ideally, we'd like to have one person here. I guess they do run the risk of getting surrounded. We'll have someone here. Maybe a couple people down here. We might have to have another person up here. They might try to flank around us. We could put someone here to prevent that. But mostly I just want to make sure that everyone's moving and then passing as rapidly as they can, so we hopefully get turn advantage on them next turn as well. And this is as far as Conrad can go, but we'll wait on him. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll wait on him this turn. Okay. Ulfert. What's everyone's melee defense? So the best are Wenzel and Ulfert. I don't really want to put Ulfert in that dangerous hex that I was talking about, this one here. Fighting in the snow is a real pain in the ass when no one has Pathfinder. I'm gonna put Eberhard here, I think. Or can we put him here and Spear Wall next turn? If we put Eberhard here, then they're either going to be walking up to him on low ground and engaging from there, in which case we might be able to throw at them. Or he can Spear Wall next turn and really slow them down quite a bit. Maybe I could just put him here and then pass. Maybe I'll put him there and pass. It's a bit scary if he gets surrounded. He also has -2 melee defense. These guys who are going early, though, and more likely to surround him are not well armored, though, and they'd be on the low ground, and he's got a spear. Let's do that. See how it goes. Just horrible fighting in the snow and having to climb uphill. It's feeling to me like, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this guy can't make it up next round. It's going to take him some time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are they going to be able to jump Conrad? Actually, maybe I should have put him over there. Let's wait on the thrower and see where they go. I feel like if I spear wall here, they're definitely going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess if they go to this hex, just that hex, then we can, like, we can't step down and attack with the axe, actually. But this is why we took this hex. So we'll definitely wait. 1, 2, 3. These guys can't walk up there without hitting the spear wall. I wonder if I leave Wenzel here for now, because it helps protect this hex, and I feel like Conrad might get jumped on, is very likely to get jumped on, given what I just did. Granted, we don't care that much about Conrad, but maybe I'll just wait for now. Is that true? Let's wait. Okay, yeah, see, he didn't want to put himself in that dangerous position. Wolfert is a bro that I care about. If I put him here... 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I put him there, he's... I guess he's not really guarding that... He's not guarding this hex kind of no matter what he does. So maybe we just want to get him in position to cut them off. And I'm just going to pass immediately because he doesn't have enough AP to make an attack. So unpleasant fighting like this. Okay, we're going to go here on Erling. We could make a shot. 58% chance to hit. I kind of want to get him up on the high ground, though. Well, it didn't work. And now we can go up here, and then Wenzel can also claim some high ground. Yeah, this is painful. Might just start throwing. Who would I throw at? Could also move here and throw to get a little closer. These thugs down here are the obvious ones to throw at. Kind of interested in this armor, maybe this armor. This guy's behind cover. Pitchfork guy is not a bad target to throw at too. And I do kind of want to get the thrower closer to the rest of the group so that when these guys try to flank up, we are protected against that. Let's do this. Nice. Okay. So where are these guys going to go? They can go 1, 2, 3. They cannot get in contact with Adler. So I think they can basically only make his shots easier this turn by moving closer to him. So I'm going to wait. Like that, for example. We'll wait on Ulfert as well. They're kind of... It's pretty obvious they want to climb up here and come around on level ground with us. And I can't really stop that. Not in the snow. That's basically impossible to stop. So really what we want to do is try to handle these thugs as early on as we can. It's such a shame we're fighting in the snow, otherwise I could like move the spear bro here and spear wall, and we'll just wait. Okay. We'll just kill this guy. Love to see it. And Erling, we're gonna move down here to protect the thrower so he can't get flanked in the future. I don't think I need to move him any further than that. Right? Actually, I'll wait. Maybe I'll end up wanting to move him like one step further. We'll wait on Wenzel as well. Okay. Interesting. So now, based on what I was saying previously, I think the best thug to kill on the battlefield right now is this one right here, because he's got a kind of scary weapon. He doesn't have any armor that we want. So I'm going to throw at him. One hit's not bad. Now, Eberhard doesn't really need to be on this hex anymore. The battlefield's changed. So he could move down to this hex to provide more surround. It's one option. It prevents Wenzel from getting a good attack in, though, and I kind of want to move him here and just make an attack. We could also go here to provide surround, and then Wenzel could move down here to guard against this guy, who can then move and make an attack on him with the flail, but it's just the flail. It kind of doesn't matter that much. That also puts the knife bro on the guy with the armor that we want and the other armor that we want, so maybe that's the play. Most likely up here we're going to shoot this guy with the crossbow and step further away, and then this thug is really in a tough position. Pretty hard for him to do anything effective from there. So I think I'm going to move Eberhard here. Like that. Damn. Okay, so next turn, this thug's almost assuredly going to move here and then here to get in contact. And then Adler can switch to the knife and try to kill him. It's a little bit rough. He won't be able to make an attack. And now do I puncture? I don't even think I puncture. I think I can just make 2 attacks. And this thug can go 1. Alright, we're going to move Erling down there. Wenzel goes here. He can't make an attack this turn, but he does have a shield and he's in the most exposed position, which is kind of what we want. Another thing we could do is we could move Conrad down here to kill this thug. This one's already moved this turn, so he cannot move and attack. And it does prevent that thug from moving. However, Adler's moving first, and he's got a reasonable shot at killing that thug before the thug even gets to act. So, do I want to do that? Kind of puts him in a vulnerable position relative to these other guys. This thug also cannot move down and then up onto that hex. He would have to move into lower ground contact if we move down and kill this thug. Where's this one gonna go? I feel like he might move up here. 1, 2, 3, 7. So he could move to this position. And then we could move Conrad here to take the high ground on him, which would be kind of nice. Conrad doesn't have a knife. I think I'm just gonna wait and see where they go. Yeah, that's kind of where I thought he'd end up moving. Alright. This thug, we don't care about trying to dagger him down or anything. We'll just kill him. I think this thug... Are we gonna wait on Wenzel? When is this one moving? 2 turns, 4 turns. I think I'm gonna just try to kill this one. And then I'm gonna wait. See if we can get a puncture on this thug. I feel like he'll move up there. Maybe he'll move here. I don't know. Okay, and now... Do we throw at this one or this one? This thug we've got a pretty good chance of killing with Adler, like 60% it was last time, but the problem is if we don't successfully kill him with Adler, then Adler gets jumped and that's a little bit annoying. Not the end of the world, but it's kind of annoying. This one hasn't had any damage put on him yet. I'm gonna take 1 throw at this guy. Okay, that was obviously good. And then I'm gonna throw at this guy. He's fleeing. Kind of don't like that, actually. That's a little bit annoying. Okay. That's good. I like that. Okay, and then Ulfert. I don't think he's moved yet this round, right? So I really want to see where this thug ends up going first. Let's wait and see. And then Erling's going to move in, and... Is it greedy to try to get this armor? I want to get at least 2 of these armors. The issue with getting this one is that Conrad is the guy we're going to put on top of him, and then it's pretty hard to surround him from his position. It's actually basically impossible. And we have like our ranged bros up here, so I feel like between all these guys, the easier ones to get the armor from are this one and this one here. And this guy's got a lame weapon too, so I kind of want to just pull out the knife. Maybe a little bit greedy. Oh wow, look at that. He doesn't want any of this. How many guys do they start out with? I feel like they started with 7, right? So they should not be fleeing yet. Okay. And I think I'll go down here for the surround. And then if this guy moves here to attack, is he going to do that? Go down here for the surround. Okay, whiff a couple times, no big deal. We'll go here on Adler just to get him in the fight. I think I missed. And now I think I'll wait on Eberhard to see what this one does. Unfortunately, we did screw up his armor. 3 turns versus 4 turns. Okay. Now I kind of don't want to kill this one yet because I really want this thug to run in. And if we kill this guy, then he will not come in and attack us because they flee when they have 35% of their starting force left. So we're going to wait. As weird as that might seem, pull out the knife. That guy is being super defensive. His turn's done. Okay, we'll get in contact with him. With our attacks there. Move Gunterman. I don't think we're going to get that armor, unfortunately. Fighting in the snow sucks. Yeah, it's just not going to happen. The problem is we can't surround him. Could go here and take off the knife. Or take off the spear, right? And then we'd be punching him, so it's unlikely that we would destroy his armor. The problem... Alright, we're gonna do this. We'll try to get a surround on him if we can. It's just gonna be really, really awkward. And I'm not very convinced that it's gonna happen. Did Adler go already? His turn's done. Yeah, okay. Run them down. Okay, so he's the last to act. Can we actually get a surround on him? We can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think we can put anyone in this hex is the problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's impossible to do that. So we'd have to try to just kill him this turn. Which maybe we can do? Nope. Damn. At least we can try to get his hat. Maybe we'll get the armor? I don't know. Okay. Did we get it? No, we just got one. We did get another dagger, though. And a shield. And the pitchfork's not a bad thing to have, too. So, not too unhappy. We didn't take a lot of damage. This guy's offering us 490 crowns, which is more than twice our reward for this contract, but we kind of make an enemy of this town a little bit. I don't think that that's worth it. I think we'll keep them on our good side for now. If it were a bigger payout and the difference were larger, I'd be more interested in that. Okay, let's be friends with someone. It's gonna be our first goal. Not actually out of any supplies yet, but we're pretty close. And someone can have a better dagger too, which is cool. Do I want to give it to the fodder bro who's already going to be daggering as his main thing? Well, actually, puncturing doesn't even use any durability up. So maybe we don't need to repair that dagger just yet. We'll think about it before we get into the next fight. Okay, that's enough crowns to go buy some tools. Right, but now this caravan escort. I don't know. I'd really like to go get tools and or the houndmaster, but we don't really have enough money to do both. We also need ammo. We don't need ammo right now. We're okay on food for the time being. And the prices here are not that good. I don't think it's worth buying anything else, right? Yeah, nothing too exciting. Can put better armor on someone. I guess that would be Conrad. And then the boy here can have better armor. Leave all this stuff up here so it doesn't use up our tools for now. And this knife is probably going to go on Conrad, actually. Okay, so do I want to take this contract? What are our relations like? What are they? Factions. Wait, what's this town's name? Vardestead. They kind of like us here. So the problem is, it's annoying. I want to take that contract because if we can successfully do it, then we will probably get to be friendly with this town, and then we might be able to get that ambition fulfilled immediately. And then we're missing out on the tools. We don't actually, technically speaking, need the tools yet, but if we go to this next town and they have a terrible price, it's kind of a bummer. On the other hand, we're getting the money for the contract, obviously. 160 crowns. So basically, even if the tools cost like 360, it's almost like we broke even, and then maybe we get the ambition fulfilled right away. We've got a pretty good squad already. So if we get attacked along the way, there's a reasonable shot that we can win. We could also give this guy the pitchfork. Or actually just like the dagger and a shield. Actually, that's probably better for him than... Oh, but the problem is we don't have any good armor, right? We talked about this. Well... Could put like this guy in the back with a pitchfork. I don't know. I wonder if that'd be better than the crossbow. 30 to 50, 30, 75. They're actually really similar to each other, which is funny. The pitchfork, I guess, doesn't use any ammunition, which is not nothing. We're going to be out of ammo after this fight anyway with the javs, though. So that part doesn't matter too much. I guess I'm going to accept the contract. And if we have to run, we'll run, and that's going to be unfortunate. All right, we'll speed up time a little bit. If this doesn't satisfy the ambition, then I'll be kind of sad. Sad for wasting time doing a caravan escort in the beginning of the game. I'm going to go at the lowest speed. Hopefully we can pause before we see any enemies and reevaluate. Okay. Day 3 with 1 fight sucks. Alright, hopefully this is it. Good. Alright. And did that work? Open, not friendly. It's a military town. Kennel here as well. Would love to get some dogs, obviously. A little bit low on provisions. Tools are crazy cheap here. We could buy provisions. So if we were to... 2 days of wages is 170. We just paid wages. So we have 295 to play with. There's also bros. So many houndmasters. Jesus. Look at all these houndmasters. There's also bros. And some really cheap javelins. These are some pretty good towns. If only they had contracts for us. That's the sad part. Do I buy? If I buy these two together, that's 235. So we can do that, and we're still in good shape money-wise for 2 days of wages. We got all the tools we would possibly need. So I think I'll do that while we have the opportunity to buy such cheap tools and cheap food. We still got the 2 days of wages, like I said. We'll go ahead and put on the shield on someone and probably the dagger. Honestly, don't mind having 2 bros with shields and daggers out at the beginning of the fight just to get that armor. 53. And yeah, spears with the highest melee skill, shields and daggers. Is that better than a pocket shield? I think so. I'm talking to myself a little bit here, like a crazy person. Everyone's got a knife now. This guy's got 2 knives, which doesn't seem correct. Okay. And we could also give this guy the pitchfork so that he has something to do. No, actually. He can't use the pitchfork if he has the net out. I would be happy to put Adler in the front. I just want a better piece of armor first. Not a tattered sackcloth. Or a regular sackcloth. Also not adequate. Okay. Let's go north and see what's up. Really want to go south from here, by the way. We don't want to stick around in the north for very long. We want to go south and we want to fight brigands. So we will leave that northeastern road unexplored for now. We'll go down to the southwest, see what's up down here. And it would be really nice to get a fight. Just any old fight would be good. Okay, we got a 3-way intersection. We're gonna go south. Make our way towards the middle of the map. It's a little hard to tell at night, but I think we're already out of the tundra, which I like. And here's the town of Tandorf. No, we are still in the tundra, right? Yeah. This is tundra still. What's the contract? Is it Webnecks in the woods? Follow the tracks. Return Tome of Arcane Knowledge. Hell yeah. Love to see it. They've got wood here. They've got cheap ground grains. Tools are a little more expensive. Spears are still cheap. butcher for hire, some poachers. That's a cheap poacher. Also very tempting. Alright, we'll do this contract first. See if we can dagger down some more armor. Just one piece from the first fight is a little disappointing. If it hadn't been in the snow, we would have gotten 2 pieces, but so it goes. I guess one side benefit is we see where the other road leads. Actually, I realized that that was going to be in the forest, I think. Okay, here we go. What do we got? Very tempting enemy to dagger down here. He's got the 70 armor and the 40 helmet. He does have a scary weapon, though. Very scary weapon. These two thugs, not bros, thugs. These 2 thugs, double ripping spears, are kind of scary. They've got the accuracy bonus and the damage bonus, so we want to kill them quick. It's unfortunate that they're also wearing the better armor. This guy is not threatening at all. This guy's not so bad. We'll kill him quickly. This guy, not that threatening, but again, easy to kill. And we can't see the last thug. So let's just wait and see what we're up against. Wait across the squad. And it's a little bit tempting to try and spear wall also. I want to see that last thug first. Okay. How do we want to do this? We could... I think I'm going to fire and fall back. Scoot and shoot. The crossbowmen can only fall back 1. We could... I think what we'll do is the crossbowman's going to fire at someone and then move back 1. Probably this guy. The thrower's going to throw at this guy, I guess? Maybe this guy. There's too many enemies in armor that we kind of want. This one is more threatening, so maybe we'll throw at this guy. And then he'll fall back 1 as well. And then we will set up spears. I don't like that this thug is probably going to run into the spear wall. Maybe he'll try to flank around since he's on the bottom. He's more likely to flank around and try to get on top of the range brothers. And yeah, we'll spear wall, and we'll figure out what to do with the other bros. So let's start by firing. 51% on this guy. Let's do that. Okay, we hit him instead. That's fine. So now we definitely throw here. Right? Yeah. We hit this guy in the head. That's interesting too. Alright, I'm gonna throw here. If we hit him in the head, we probably kill him right away. Hit him in the head again! Hell yeah! Wow. Look at that. That's funny. This guy's got the worst luck. Oh man. Okay, and then where are we gonna put the spear bros? I think we're gonna put Wenzel down here. Like that. So where are the spear bros gonna go? We can do 1 here and 1 up here, something like that, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3 of the bros with knives. And that keeps the throwers in really good, safe positions. Actually, do I want Wenzel up in the top? I feel like he's more likely to get into a sticky situation because I think some of them are going to flank around maybe. Interesting. No, we'll leave him there. Okay. This guy's going to go here. Maybe I want to put him here in spear wall, actually. Or should I stick to the plan that I laid out? We'll do this. Ulfert is going to go here. Just pass. Okay, let's see how this goes. They're all going to wait like jerks. Yeah, I thought he would go south. Another option we have... Let's see, they've all waited, right? 12, 10, 8, 6, 11. Turn done. Another thing we could do is we could push down and stab. We could push down and wait. Push Wenzel down and stab, and push this guy, and then stab with this guy after we've gotten better surround bonus. And we can move the spear walls forward. I think I like that. So we'll go here and wait for surround. We'll wait on Erling. Wait on Guntram as well. So they'll get closer to us. Wait on Adler as well. I go here. Do I go there in Spear Wall, or do I move forward in Spear Wall? Because we're going to push Eberhard forward. I think I'll go here. And then is this guy going to go for that hex? It's still going to be protected. 2, 1, 2. Putting Ulfert here offers them a single hex to come attack him. They can go make one attack. And with Wenzel out of the way, in this position, we can move the thrower down and throw at whoever moves to that hex. Whereas this hex here is going to be still guarded by Eberhard if I leave him in the same position. So I think I'll just chill where we are, actually. Okay. It's kind of how it goes with spear walls in the early games sometimes, right? So, what do we do about all that? We want to save Eberhard's life. That's the most important thing here. We're going to try to kill the ones that are surrounding him. That's top priority. This guy is at full health. That thug is hurt. And we could also net one of these guys. Maybe this one here, because he's got the spear. Or do I just try to stab this one? 49% chance to hit. He's already at lower resolve state. We could also shoot him. The problem is he's got full armor. So shooting him doesn't actually accomplish all that much. Damn it. Ooh, this is a lot of misses. Do not like that at all. So who can we maybe kill? Uh-oh, Eberhard. Don't like this at all for you. Try to kill this guy and get resolve checks, I think. Damn. Alright. That's probably it. That's probably it for Eberhard, unfortunately. We'll see. That could help. This would also be very helpful. Fuck. Damn it. Oh, son of a bitch. Did he die? He's probably dead. He's struck down. Okay. I think I make 2 regular attacks on this guy. This one we might be able to dagger down, but I'm not sure. And can Conrad take this guy out? Yeah, he should be able to do that. So who can we actually... Whose armor can we actually get? This guy's armor is at half health. This one's armor is at full. A lot of whiffing. Great. Okay. Okay, we'll get this armor too. Run them down. Damn. Alright. Missing eye! Hey! No big deal. We can work with the spear bro with the missing eye. That's totally fine. Okay. Alright. Well, I mean, I wish he hadn't lost his eye. That would have been preferable. Would have been better if he didn't lose his eyeball. Put on some better armors. Better armor for everyone. And we can even afford a hat for our guys in the back now. Amazing. And we have a spare armor sitting around. Also amazing. Alright. We might need to rethink our distribution of stuff. Because I think having another spear on the team would be just pretty good. Keep this guy with the dagger out. I'm going to put a spear here. And maybe I'll leave Ulfert with this setup for now. It's funny, I actually don't know that Eberhard is like that much better than Erling. But at the very least for now, I might do this. We'll give him a pocket shield. Eberhard can have one too. Everyone's got a knife? Not everyone. Everyone's got a knife now. Oh, and this reinforced flail is also really, really nice pickup, actually. So maybe someone will actually use that. Might be Wenzel. In which case, one of these other guys could have the good dagger. Actually, we can... Never mind. New plan. New plan. We have another backline bro. Or another frontline bro that we can swap in. So we'll do this for now. Your boy here is going to be the one who gets the flail. Pitchfork. And a militia spear. Alright, and we'll do some tweaks. I kind of fudged that together. We'll do some tweaks before the next fight. But something like that is what we'll go with. And we'll do the level ups before the next fight as well. Okay. Alright, something like that. So let's go back to Tandorf. It's going to use up all of our tools, but we got a bunch of good armor, which is super helpful. Another thing I don't remember is, were there 2 stacks of tools here? I think there were at least 2. This is not a road, right? No, there's no road there. Okay. So what do we do? Do we hire another brother? I feel like we kind of need supplies more because we don't have any ammunition now. We need ammo. We're also out of tools. We do have the equipment for another brother now. So that's interesting. Would also be nice to have another brother for purposes of surrounding enemies before fights. Do we go back up for the cheap tools, or do we just head south? I think we probably just head south. Given that we can fully repair all of our gear before the next fight. We're not actually out of tools, we're just running low. So again, let's keep going south. Let's try to get out of this area and get fights with brigands, preferentially. Are we going to get here before nightfall? Yes, nice. Lower food prices, more food for sale, more profit, lower item costs. Great. What do we got? Oh, I could have bought the wood at that last town. I didn't even look at the marketplace, but as it turns out, buying the wood would have been really bad because we would not have been able to sell it here. So I guess randomly, I'm glad that I didn't do that, even though it would have been probably the right thing to do. Escort caravan to Eisengrab. Super cheap poacher, wow. Crazy cheap poacher. Poacher would be nice. But I'm worried. I'm pretty worried about hiring another brother when we don't know how long it's going to be until our next payout. Do we have enough money in the inventory, just in weapons and things, to pay for another day's wages? We've got some cash sitting around. We're not even going to repair those ever. We have like a day's worth of wages if we sell all this junk. So we could hire the poacher and then have 2 days of wages if we sell stuff. But we also would be low on food at that point. I really want to hire another brother. I don't want to do a caravan that's that. It's a decent payout for the caravan, but the problem is it's just taking us in the wrong direction, like I said. I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm going to cancel that contract so that the town spawns a new one. I'm just going to buy some food. And do I want to buy this ammo? It's a little bit expensive, but it'd be really nice to have. Okay. We're going to do that. And we'll go further south and see what's up. Low fight density, but we are at least getting some information about the map. We still have, like, a little bit of repairing to do. Not much. We still have some healing to do on our bro who got hurt. Looks like maybe some brigands nearby. Maybe brigands getting chased by militia or something. And some animal tracks. I'd love to fight something. I'd really like to get into another fight right now, but I don't think it's good to just wander off the road following random tracks. Oh man. Nobleman. What are the situations here? I'm a goody two-shoes. It's strictly wrong not to rob that nobleman. Let's be clear. If you're just trying to win, you should absolutely rob that guy. But I just can't bring myself to do it. 3 direwolves. Okay. So basically it's a situation where you really want the spear wall to hold. That's the important part. And we'll certainly pump up this bro's resolve. Conrad. So what perks? He's got pretty good melee skill. Well, let's circle back. Dodge, quick hands. Oh my god. This starting companion without stars. It's rough out here. I'm gonna take the hit points for sure. Oh, this is so gross. I'll take the resolve. Take the melee defense, I guess. Sure. Why can't you level up like the fodder bro, huh? And I think I'll take the resolve. Hit points are tempting, but we can get +5s on this bro. Maybe that just doesn't matter. Maybe I'm being silly. I think for this first fight, I'm gonna take resolve and I'm gonna take 9 lives because we're treating this guy as a little bit disposable. Ulfert. What a level up. Easiest choices of my life. And for Ulfert, oh gosh, he's so good. Could take Colossus or 9 lives. I really want him to stay alive. It's very important to me. I'm gonna take 9 lives. Then our Spear Bro here. Probably Spear Bro. Gonna need more fatigue eventually and more hit points eventually, but I'll take the resolve while I'm getting a +4 offered to me. We'll take Colossus on this guy because he has so many hit points. On our thrower, well, do I take +3 in melee skill when he starts at 49? It's either that or we could take initiative. I don't really want to take a +2 in these other stats. With 1 star in initiative, he rolls 4 to 5, so it is a low roll. It doesn't matter that much. He started at 110. What would I be doing with him if I took initiative? I could make him a gunner. Could make him like an overwhelmed gunner. Is it just better to take the melee skill? His starting melee skill is just so atrocious is the problem. We're gonna take fast adaptation on him, obviously. Well, if I'm taking fast on him, then maybe I don't want to make him a gunner. Fast adaptation plus guns aren't really that strong. Melee skill helps him dagger stuff down and like defend himself in the early game. I guess I'll take melee skill. I don't know if that's right. We're gonna take fast. So now we got these guys. And they both got similar amounts of hit points. Conrad is much more likely to die in this fight because we were putting him on the outside with the spear. Which kind of makes me want to take 9 lives on him. Whereas Adler, being on the inside of the formation, is a little bit less vulnerable. So I might take Colossus on him. And sure wish that I had another spear to give the bros for this fight. This reinforced flail is not the worst weapon, but it's not the best. A bludgeon would be more useful, potentially. I think we just kind of have to put Eberhard in the back and keep him safe if we can. It sucks that he does not have a perk on him, because I would absolutely take 9 lives right now to keep him alive in this fight. They're going to try to flank around and get to him, I assume. Probably. We could do 4 in the front and 3 in the back. Something like that. Put the 3 bros with the best melee skill in the front with the spears. Great. Spear bro. Alright. You should have this. What am I doing? Okay, so in this configuration, give shields to those 3. Is the dagger the best weapon for him? 15 to 35, 18 to 43. Maybe the stupid woodcutter's axe is actually better in this fight specifically. Bludgeon also has some merit to it as well. Is that better than this? Actually, I think it might be. Maybe they should both just have stun sticks. Actually, I think I like that more. Okay. Alright, so the backline gets shifted to the right in a fight like this. So I think this is okay. Maybe I want to put one more bro up in the front, actually. Like that. No, maybe I want to do it like this. They're going to be so excited to get to Eberhard and kill him. If they try to flank around and get to the thrower, then he has a good shot of throwing at them, which is strong. And this way it's less likely the wolves do try to flank around and get to the guys in the back. Spear. Okay. Okay. We'll do the fight like this, I think. And, you know, pray to God that no one gets annihilated. Just gotta be really careful with Eberhard. Wear some kid gloves. Fighting them in the forest also sucks, by the way. If we could fight them not in the forest, that would be pretty cool. So we'll fight them on the plains once we catch up to them. like this. There we go. Okay, they're already on top of us. I don't love that. They've all passed turn already. Okay, so we can double protect this hex here if we move Airling up. I feel like what happens then is they just try to go to this hex here. So maybe that's not very wise. Like this one and that one will just try to go to that hex, or they'll try to flank around and get to the thrower. Maybe what's smarter would be to move Adler up there and move up here and protect that hex. Let's try to go for some stuns first. Okay, great. We got that stun. That's huge. We'll throw as well. Are we going to throw? Also, having the crossbow on him is kind of stupid given that he can't pull it out with the net. So that was a whoopsie. What are we going to do? We can move... Do I want to throw at this guy? I guess I will. Okay. Ulfert. We'll just wait. Conrad, I think, is going to move back one and spear wall to protect the thrower. Which then means that we could bring Adler up here. No, then that's... he's not very well protected. We just spear wall here and spear wall here. Maybe I move up here and make an attack. No, then they just... How does it work? I guess this is actually interesting. I don't know how this works. If he spear walls and then the direwolf loses the stun, does the spear wall count as being broken or not? I don't actually know the answer to that question, but it's kind of important for this fight. Maybe I'm just supposed to... Could wait on Adler and also on the guy on the bottom. Alright, I think what I'll do is I'll move back here and spear wall. And I'll probably move the guy with the bludgeon up to there to be able to move in and attack someone who goes to that hex. Maybe just pass right there. Okay, we'll do that. Great. That was obviously excellent. We'll wait on Eberhard. Throw here. Right? Maybe wait on the thrower as well, actually. Try to stun this guy again. Okay, we got the stun. Do some more spear walling. And then maybe I'll move down here and throw at one of these direwolves. What's their resolve state? If I throw at this one, he might flee next round. Alright, well, we missed. Okay. Alright, that's good. So now what we want to do is... we want to wait and see how it goes. We want to kill this direwolf because he's nearly at full health and he's not lost any morale whatsoever. Could also just kill this one But this guy can move too and make an attack on that direwolf. Let's wait and see what happens. Okay, he's fleeing. Effectively dead. Annoyingly, it does make things a bit harder for this guy. We're just going to kill him now. Okay, great. So that answered that question for us. Actually, I kind of regret moving there. That was stupid. But we should be able to drop him to fleeing by moving in and making contact, I think. And if not, there we go. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Okay. So, Eberhard, we want to get experience on him, because he missed out on experience from that first fight. Trying to put experience on the right guys. Okay, he got a level. Great. That was a good fight. And now we go to Talbach. And actually, I need to save and quit, because I have to go meet some friends for dinner. So we'll keep that a short session. We're off to an okay start. I would say this is like a C, maybe a C+. We don't have a lot of fights so far, but that was partially a function of the map, and you know, it happens sometimes. Hopefully we can do better next session. All right.